Good day, crafty chums. Nikki here. Just wait a few moments. Not sure how good this stream is gonna be. Let me just check, see what my camera's doing. See what it's like. Let's see. Oh, it's not too bad. I think my processor is actually going again on my computer. It's not too bad, is it? No. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. You've seen worse on my channel. You've seen worse and you know it. Excuse me. Still a little bit coffee from my cold, but I'm getting over it. And so today I'm going to be working my Crazy Pages journal, and this is all the things that I'm using in my Crazy Pages journal. This is a swapped Crazy Pages that we had, and I'm going to be working on these ones from Maryanne today. And on her envelope, she's got this, let's get crazy, yep. She's got this cute little bug on there, so I'll be using that as well as what she sent me. And this is her Crazy Page, and I can decide what I want to use. And she drew me a little picture as well, so I've got two little pictures I can use, and this page there. Sure, that's what I'm going to use for the Crazy Page. This is this box here is going to end up going to be the journal cover. I've decided. I don't know whether I'll keep that flap that's here yet. That will be decided at a later date, but certainly this is going to be the cover of the Crazy Pages journal. So I'll pop that back in there. So far, this is what I've done on the Crazy Pages, and it is, as it's crazy. It is crazy because it makes no sense. And you know, I've got little flappy floppies and dimensional pictures, and this is from Estelle. And then there's oh, I've forgotten her name now. Was it Karen? She's written it on there, isn't she? It's Karen, I think. I can't remember. Someone Stewart, Kay Stewart. Might have been Karen. This is her hand, not mine. This is her hand, not mine. So she sent that along, which was crazy. Okay. And then we've got another Crazy Page here. Hi, Susan. Yes, I'm going cray. So this one here, and unless I write on there, I don't know who they're from. And oh, it's from Pascal. See, look, I couldn't even see where I'd written it. It's so crazy. Food, glorious food. And this one was from Mona from Sweden, and I forget who that was. But yeah, this is from Joy, her Crazy Page that I stuck in here. And she sent me a little note, which she's from Oregon, which I've stuck in there. And I've made a little flappy pocket page thing there from some postcards she made. And then this is from Beth. This one here, cute little, turned her into a cute little sleeping flower girl. This was from Gabrielle. And it was a German page. I think it was German on there anyway. And then a bit of Tintin, and then I just painted the balloon on there for a bit of fun. And this was from, see if I can see a name, it is Courtney. Up there, Courtney. So that one was from Courtney. This was from Martha, Ayala Art. And then this was the last one, most recent one I did. This was from Linda Israel. This one here. I thought I actually matched that one up quite nicely to the bits and pieces she sent. So that's good. And I've just sewed these double pages here ready for my next pages, which will be I'm actually going to leave this one here like this. Maybe I can put like that little Ant-Man, whoever it is, onto that one there. So I've got her name there. Yeah. I'm just going to rip this. And you're all going to go, no, don't. But I am. I'm going to rip it. Just because I can. And she said that because it's watercolor and ink, that it may smudge. But that's okay. I just didn't want the straight edge. I'm going to take off the straight edges on this one, and that's how I'm going to start. How's everyone doing? How you doing, Susan? I don't know how Kiki's doing because I just had a chat with her earlier on today before I went to work. If I actually moved the if I ripped with the like this, I wouldn't get the white edges, but I think I'm going to leave the white edges. As long as they're not straight, I'm not too worried about them. And I'm going to rip down the sides, other sides as well. See, so she put on there, I hope you like your page made with watercolor and inks. Be careful any liquids. So I'm going to smudge it. I'm going to go all like crazy and I'm going to smudge it. Freeze tomorrow. Oh, yay for you. Yeah, we've been quite cold yesterday and today, but this afternoon the sun's decided to come out to play and it's warming up. We had floods and all kinds of chaos going on yesterday from 36 hours of torrential rain in the headwaters, you know, where the rivers and that in the mountains. So I think you call them headwaters like that, don't you? So I'm just going to rip this one up. Rip it up. Not because I don't like it, I do. No. See, I quite like that side, but I think this one goes with a little Ant-Man or Ant Girl. It could be a girl, couldn't it? Because it looks like knickerbockers. So probably Ant Girl. It's raining everywhere. It stopped raining now, so, you know, it stopped raining, sort of like eased off in the afternoon, and now it's completely stopped. But I tell you what, my grass really needed it. What a state. It was a state. Okay, so it's going to be a nice little page there, isn't it? I could put that one on there, maybe. She's a cool little chickie, isn't she? With glasses on. Very clever. Clever, clever. Oh, I've got a tag in here as well, so I have to use the tag too. Oh, you would have ripped it too. I'm in good company then. Sorry, I will have to cough every now and again because I've got some phlegm that needs to come up, I think. It's sort of like making me cough now, but not too hard, thank goodness. Yeah, really cute. So it's from Maryanne. Maryanne, and I'm not sure whether it says Mott or Matt, but I think it's Mott. M-O. I think it's Mott. I'm not sure. And I would have kept the stamp, but it's not. It's a thingy stamp, so not really interesting. Franked, is it franked? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to cut this. I'm sure she won't mind if I don't go exactly to the line. Quite cute, isn't it? Quite cute. There we go. Deserves to be on here. Absolutely. Cut out the major part and then with my big scissors, and then I'll go to my small scissors. Alien bug fairy. Yeah. I think it's an ant. Flying ants. Do you get flying ants? Oof. Jesus, I was attacked by some ants when I was in Texas once. We were having we were all into training, and with the running club I was with, and they wanted us to all get down for a photo for to be published in the running magazine. So they got us to go down on the grass, and one's, you know, at the front to sit down, etc., etc. Well, man, I must have stepped on a stupid ant's nest, and this was just before we went for a run as well. And I must have stepped on an ant's nest and actually been stood in it, and then all of a sudden I had this pain in my leg and looked down, and there were ants all over the bottom of my legs, just biting. And of course, the more I was trying to flick them off, the more they were biting me. Man. Termites, swarm termites, fire ants, I tell you what, they freaking hurt. And of course, the more you scratched them, the more it hurt. The more you tried to flick them off, the more they swarmed. It was dreadful. And then I had to go for a run. And of course, the warmer I got, the more these flipping things itched, and it just took forever. I don't know what they were, but they were aggressive ants, I tell you. Never been attacked by ants before. You know, in the UK we have harmless ants. You know, just like they're perfectly normal. Yeah. I don't even remember what colour they were. I was just like too busy jumping up and down, brushing these flipping things off me. Man. Okay, so just get my smaller scissors out there. I do have smaller scissors. I've got to go out for a walk a bit later on because it's turned out nice. It's turned out nice again. Get my steps in for the day. Because although I've been at work, it's only like walking around the house again and again and again and again. Fire ants are red and they feel like a bee sting. Yes. Well, I've had a wasp sting And yeah, it was certainly as painful as that. And then I went for my run, and I shouldn't have done. I should have gone to just gone back home and sorted it out. I'm so dumb sometimes. It hurt. Oh, the things you do. It wasn't that long ago, so I can't complain, you know, that it was being young, dumb and stupid. Cutting out, Kiki, my favourite thing to do, because no one uses the F word with me. I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to stream earlier on because my cat was sat on the desk and he was not moving. I'm not even like on camera, am I? It's because I need to pull this thing closer to me if I can without breaking it all. That's probably a little bit better for me anyway. I don't know what the view's like for you, but for me that's better, much more comfortable. You might even be able to see what I'm doing. Oh dear. Like that. I've had to mount my camera there onto a different lamp stand, one with a base. Before I got sick, I didn't sit down from the time I got up in the morning until bedtime just to eat. I used to have loads of jobs where I was just like walking. Easy to get my 10,000 steps in a day without even thinking about it. And now I have to really think about it. I have to think about how I'm going to get those steps in. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep putting on weight. Keep your head, keep your head. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? When you're used to keeping a nice, clean house, not to be able to do it. I should have done this afterwards, actually, because I want to get some paint down. I could have done this while I was drying the paint. Hang on a sec then. Let me get some paint on here. Just like, I just went straight for the bug. Finish that off after. Let's get some paint down. See if I can do some matchy with what I've got. Matchy. Green and yellow. Greeny yellowy. Red and yellow and pink and green. Yeah, you gotta do some like things for you next, haven't you, Kiki? Yeah, she sent this one and this and this and this. So these pages are her pages. I'm trying not to mix everybody's pages up, but you know, to keep them all separately. Yeah, I tell you what, that's also part of aging as well, is the you know, losing your muscles, and you lose a certain percentage of muscle mass every year over the age of 50. Every single year, your muscle mass gets less and less and less. How depressing is that, huh? Aging sucks. Truly does. Bar for colas. Bar for cola hits the spot. 12 full ounces is a lot. Green and yellow tastes like glue. Bar for cola just for you. Is that like bar for cola? Barf. There's a movie out. I don't know whether you'll probably see it in the States too. The Queen, Freddie Mercury. Well, you probably might. You might not see it in the States. Freddie Mercury from the group Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, and all that stuff. It's a film out about his life. I saw that the other day. Bohemian Rhapsody. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, don't escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. Yeah, I saw it the other day. I loved it. There's a lot of people moaning about it, but hey ho. Because it's takes artistic license. You know, it doesn't quite follow it in sequential pattern to their life, and Queen never actually split up and all that stuff, you know. But as soon as Brian May and whatever Roger, what's his face, produced it, you know, they should know. If they want to take a little bit of artistic license with it, good for them. Good for them, I say. Someone was saying to me the other day, I need to shake this up because it just runs out, but I'm not sure. We'll see. So I'm shaking it up to see if it thickens it up. No. See, it doesn't work. It's just a runny paint. I tell you what, I cried when I'm going totally crazy. When I saw him the first time, he hadn't showed himself for quite a while after he caught AIDS. And that last record he did, it was a bit like watching, you know, David Bowie, his last record before he died. And I cried when I saw him, you know, how skinny and awful he looked. So brave to actually come out and show that. He is an amazing guitarist. I didn't know he played with the coin though. Doing something new every day. Not learning, then you're dead. I tell you, if you caught AIDS today, obviously, yes, he would still he would have been treated and he would still be alive, wouldn't he? Amazing how much medicine comes on, you know, even in that short space of time. I have to go and wash my hands because that paint's really sticky. Hang on. Just doing a live stream.
Okay. All right. Can you give me a phone call back when you're done?
Wait, is it important now?
Not really. Are you not really important? Well, a little bit.
Hang on then. I'll just hang on. I'll just tell the girls I'll be back in a minute, girls. Okay. Not in the morning.
Oh shit.
Why? Right, I'm back. Yeah, that was my daughter, yeah. Yeah, it was my daughter. She's a bit more, maybe a bit more Kiwi than I am. I've lived longer with my English accent than she has with her English accent. So she's been half her life in New Zealand, so she's probably a little bit more Kiwi sounding than me. Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, she just needed me to do something next week. Hi, Roz. How are you? Grab me a coffee while you're at it there, Susan. Soy milk. No sugar. Nice and strong. I can get it on the pages underneath as well. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, well, help the book gel together. put some yellow, more yellow down there. A little bit more. I'm almost out of yellow. That's amazing. Oh, now we're on the mower. How's your shoulder? Oh. We've had torrential rain here, so no getting on the mower for me until sometime next week. Or maybe it's a ride-on mower, and you know, I was sort of like not thinking there. You could actually have a ride-on mower for all I know, if your property is big enough. Lots of Kiwis have ride-on mowers. Sort of like, ooh. It's probably too good a colour match, isn't it? I'm going to stencil on here now, I think. Oh, right. Oh, that's good. Yeah. My granddaughter sometimes does it if she's feeling up to it. More often than not, though, she can't be asked. Right, I'm just going to dry this off a bit, so cover your ears. If you're watching Ginny, cover your ears. Your neighbour does that in the back with ride-on, yeah. I think you can get a ride-on for something like $5,000 New Zealand dollars second hand here. Oh, you're on an acre. Wow. Oh my God, this huge spider just ran across my computer screen. Oh my God. Oh, yuck. Oh, no. Now I'm in a quandary. It's stuck in the corner of my computer there. Ah. Fuck. Where's a man when you need one? Bloody terrified of the things. Excuse my swearing. Ah! Okay, I'm looking for the fly spray now. Sorry, I don't do spiders very well. Don't hate me. Did my curtains now. Where's he gone? Ran away while I was in the looking for the fly spray. As long as it doesn't fall on my desk. Oh my God. Oh, don't hate me for killing spiders. Oh. Oh, you didn't see it. It just popped out and ran across my computer screen. When I had my hand pressing in the things in the back of the computer earlier on. I could have touched it. I didn't run out from the curtain when I sprayed it, so it must be somewhere else. Flipping thing. I wonder if it's got in the window. Ew, I tell you, it's either him or me. It's either me or him that will die from that spray. Oh, yuck. It's got to be kidding me. Ooh. Freaks me out. That's me, I'm done now. I'm done. Got a spider in my room. I tell you, man, they're never here when you need them. Can't deal. My mother-in-law would be really annoyed with me because she cultivates them. She likes them in the house and that. Had to be the possum. It's okay. You just missed me having a freak out because a spider ran across my computer screen. Ah, man, hate the darn things. He's hiding now, waiting to freak me out even more, isn't he? Tricksy things. Cook it with a heat tool. I just put out some purple paint there and I wasn't watching and it went too far. Too much purple paint. Oh, my cat's come in to see what I was screaming at. Yeah, too late now. Look. He could have eaten it for me. He's too late. I'm going to turn this down because I realised that obviously I've made it too close again to the I've made it too close, you know, in colour. So it sort of like fades into the background a bit. So I've got to stop that. I went too matchy. Which, you know, doesn't really do anyone any good if you go too matchy. I know the spiders come in for love, don't they? They come in to make their web to entrap a little girly spider into their little webby webs. And then they're going to have baby spiders, but not in my house, they're not. I could no more catch a spider and take it outside than fly under my own steam. You know, it's just not going to happen. Sorry, all you spiders lovers. Funnel web spiders, yuck. At least our spiders aren't as scary as yours in Australia. Mm. Well, you can come round and take mine outside for me if you want. But, you know, in my house, it's either him or me. They do give me nightmares, I have to say. I'm such a wuss with spiders. Even looking at them, you know, freaks me out. The look of them freaks me out. Poor things don't do anything to me, but they should know better than to come into my house. There should be a sign outside saying, Nikki lives here, don't bother, go somewhere else. Spiders not welcome. I told you that story of when we were living up north in New Zealand, on the North Island, far north, and we have bush spiders up there, and the bush spiders are as big as your hand, and they're like all furry, hairy, furry, and so I suppose they're like those bird-eating spiders, whatever they're called, and you know, like the size of that, and my son was moaning because he could hear this spider walking across the floor of his bedroom. You could actually hear this thing pitter-patting across his bedroom floor. So he's having a good old moan. So we got the spider out of the house with a broom. Every time I swept it with a broom, it just curled up into a ball. And, you know, he's going, yeah, you and whose army? And he just curled up into a ball. And so I sweep, curled up into a ball. So I sprayed him with, you know, the spider spray, and he just curled up into a ball. And then I sprayed him straight. I emptied the whole can on this spider, and it just stayed on the outside of his fur. It just like foamed him up on the outside. And anyway, I eventually managed to get him outside the house and like did him down the drive because he was in a little ball, and I thought he must be dead because this was a hard bristle broom. I mean, I gave that spider some action there. Sprayed him, emptied the can, swept him out with the hard bristle broom, and all this time he was just in a little ball. And as soon as I'd got him down the drive, I like stepped away and thought, yeah, that's it. And the flipping thing, he sort of like shook himself off, legs came out, and then off he walked down the road. It's like, man, that's the stuff your nightmares are made of. Oh, yuck. Ew, Susan. Oh. So when you hear them talking to you, you've got to really worry, isn't it? Oh, man, that was some tough ass spider. I told you they breed them tough here in New Zealand. Just like shook himself off, dusted himself down, and just moved on to the next. Next! Oh, man. That one gave me nightmares for ages after, I tell you. Which I find huge. I tell you, it's more like a horror movie than a cartoon. I'd never, I mean, I come from the UK. I mean, we don't have anything bigger than, I don't know. Scared the living daylights out of me. 50-cent piece or probably bigger. Oh. So I've got a huge spider in my room now because that's probably as big as a 50-cent piece. But the bush spiders are as big as your hand. I mean, definitely. As big as your hand. As big as your hand. Boy, that fly spray stopped me coughing. I don't recommend it though, okay. It's a cracker, that one, isn't it? Oh, it's a true story too. So I'm just going to knock a little bit of this colour back a little bit. As I say, I just went overboard and made it the same colour as the paper, and it probably didn't need it. So I'm going to use the good old gesso. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd rather watch David Attenborough tell me about spiders. No, I can't even. You know, like on Facebook, sometimes you get people posting those stupid pictures of spiders, and then it's forever in your news feed. And then every time you like scroll, it's at the top of your news feed, just like always on your Facebook page and never moving. Oh my God. Honestly, it's as bad as clowns. I put spiders on the same league as clowns. Because they freak me out too. Now you know two things that freak me out: spiders and clowns. Ooh, size of a dinner plate. Ah! You're freaking me out now, girls. You've got to talk about something else other than spiders and clowns, okay? Because I don't know where that spider went. Flipping Trixie could be under this flipping desk. Better not be. Clowns, thank you. Thank you for that, Kiki. Recluse. Don't know how many times something catches my eye and it's a recluse on my shoulder. What's a recluse, Susan? Maybe I don't want to know what a recluse is. Horrible feeling. I don't want to know. Ooh, deadly spider. On your shoulder. Ooh. See, look, I'm cutting out this thing and I'm doing it with, you know, oof. It's because you got freaking me out now. Ooh, right, okay, necrosis of the tissue. That's like a whitetail that we have in New Zealand that came over from Australia. Thanks very much, Australia. I kind of like it here because they like to live in wood piles and things over here. You find them in the wood piles. Because lots of people still burn wood in their fires in winter. Oh, marking on the back like a fiddle. It's called the recluse, even though it's not the fiddler. Fiddler like the Riddler. Okay, just looking at different things. Whitetails, you never heard of them. You probably call them something else in Australia. We call them whitetails over here. Or is that the recluse that you've never heard of? I would Google and show it to you, but then that would mean I'd have to have it on my phone, and I can't. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. These two could be boyfriend and girlfriend, couldn't they? Ant-Man and Fairy. Hi. Hi, gorgeous. I'm thinking now. Your sister freaks and shakes. Is that why you've got the spider on the door to keep your sister away? Ooh. It's okay, I'm just having a thinking session. When you do it off the fly like this, you gotta think about it, haven't you? I've got to, these strings will just irritate me, so I've got to, these threads will irritate me, so I've got to cut them off. Yeah, it's Maryanne drew the pictures. This is part of her crazy pages. I think these two need to get together. Yeah, I feel sorry. I really don't like them, and just because I have nightmares about them and that. But I don't think they're quite that bad. I mean, I'm sat here and just I keep looking over to the curtains, and that's where I last saw it. And it's and my feet are under the desk, and the curtains are right, by the desk. So it's just like, so I am a little bit freaked now. But not hospital freaked. Looks like her hero, yeah. She needs a hero. She's old and have for a hero till the morning light. So I'm going to make that into like a little pocket. I think that's what I'm going to do there. Pocket, pocket, pocket. If I can get this to work, I'll make it into a pocket anyway. Probably not. It's probably very old. It's got to be larger than life. Tomorrow is Armistice Day, Remembrance Sunday. Talking of heroes. SB, Superbug. I do. Of course, he's right in front of it because he's a male. You know how they get. Yeah, Armistice Day. On the 11th hour. The 11th day of the 11th month. Also happens to be my son's birthday too. World War One. I don't know, Google it. You see, we thought this was a girl, but actually it's a boy because he's in front. Thought it was a boy, a girl, but no, it's a boy. There you go, Superbug. You have to Google it now and tell us which is which. Can give us a little history lesson there. I get old and I forget things that I knew. I just forget. Yeah, I thought it was World War One. No, too bad. Called World War One, the Great War. Because believe it or not, there's nothing as bad since, is there? In terms of loss of life, I think. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do on the other page yet. I might have to seal it first, though. Yeah, I'm all sad now. Now I've remembered that. Geez, we've done spiders and Armistice Day. So anyway, when I had my son, I had to have him by cesarean. And So I asked them whether they'd do the operation at 11 o'clock. And they said no. So I thought, oh well, can't win them all. Thought it might be like kind of special to have if you have to have your birthday on the 11th of November. But no. No, they said no. The Treaty of Versailles. My index card Sunday will have to be an Armistice Day one again. Superbug. Oh, very funny. Very, very funny. Okay, I want to do some stamping too, or mark making. Could be like Super Bee. Super Bee. Oh yeah, MRSA. Superbug. MRSA. It's a superbug. Cute, Susan. Jolly good thinking. Methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, MRSA. You're just inventing your own new bug. You ought to call him Mercer, the new superbug. Ooh, I've just had an idea. Let's pop that out the way for a second, and I'm going to Mod Podge over this and then dry it, because I've just had an idea. Just came to me then. Just went boom. It went boom. Yeah, that's bad. My mum caught it after she had her hip operation the first time. She had MRSA, and of course the wound wouldn't heal, and they ended up after trying to give her antibiotics, IV antibiotics and that, and they couldn't clear it up. So in the end, they had to take her new hip joint out, and she was on IV antibiotics again until they managed to, for a year, until they managed to clear it right up. And then she had to go back in and have the operation again, and she ended up having a stroke, I think it was, on the in surgery, because my mum's was at risk anyway because she was a larger lady, and didn't go well for her, poor thing. But she pulled through. She had the hip replaced, and she's still with us. But yeah, poor thing. She did go through it with that one. Try not to smudge the colours too much. Some of it did run onto the edge, but that's okay. Just knock back the white, won't it? Indeed, poor mama. Cover your ears, Jenny! Cover your ears! Okay. So I've got these 3 bad boys. One's a girl, but they're 3 bad boys. So if we've got good superbug, we've got to have bad guy. So which bad guy are we going to choose? This one, I think. We're going to do an image transfer, hopefully. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Sometimes you can't tell. You just cannot tell just by looking at person. So I'm going to try and rip this as close as I can. Oh, there's a dog barking outside for some reason. Yeah, you're getting there. What a way to get there, though, Kiki. It's not something I'd recommend as a weight loss regime. Ah, it's the eggs, good cholesterol. Eggs are like a superfood. It's not just your cholesterol level, it's what percentage of that cholesterol is good fats, good cholesterol, and what percentage of that is bad cholesterol. You can have high cholesterol filled up mainly with bad cholesterol, or you can have a high cholesterol with good, which negates the bad. Ooh, he looks mean, doesn't he? What a meanie. Oh, well, that's good then, Kiki, if that's how the weight loss happened. Yeah, excellent. We're all down to put you know, being on chemo and that and not being able to eat. But so good for you, girlfriend. 220, £86. Good for you. You mustn't make assumptions, you see? Because what do assumptions do? Make an ass of you and me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this piece here. Don't ask me. Okay. Yeah, they say, you know, airport airplane meals. The meal you get on an airplane. That's a calorie controlled meal. So if you think of the size of those meals you get on airplanes, and then you put that onto a normal dinner plate and that, and you see how little on that plate that meal takes up. It's like shocking to think how much we overeat as a you know, not just overweight people, but people in general overeat. It's shocking, really, isn't it? Shocking. And that's not finger pointing at anyone. That's just a general observation on us as human beings as to how much we overeat. Because I overeat as well, but I used to exercise a lot. You know, I was just a very fit person who did lots of exercise, and now I'm not doing that exercise. I'm still eating the same way, and now it's beginning to tell on me. I'm 10 kg over my normal happy weight. My right normal weight fat. I'm just short for my weight. I'm hoping that this will work, of course, because I've got watercolour and ink under here, and so I sealed it with a Mod Podge, and we'll see if it works. We'll see if that works, aye? Had you already Mod Podged it? The picture, yes. I've already got 3 layers of Mod Podge on here. I was going to use them on something else, but decided not to. So I've already got the 3 layers of Mod Podge on there. And I've Mod Podged this as well, hoping that it seals in the watercolour, because if not, when I put water on there, it's going to be one big happy mess. It's going to be a happy mess. Yeah, I often have, well, since I started doing this, often have images ready, Mod Podge ready. Mod Podge, otherwise I'd just be like at it forever, wouldn't I? Waiting for things to dry. But I'm not sure this will work, but we'll see. Because in the normal scheme of things, I like things to dry naturally. And of course, when you're doing live streams and that, you can't let it dry naturally. Ooh. Still waiting for that spider to come back there, Kiki. 5 kg. Ooh, I'm 10 kg. Over my happy. Oh dear. Just need to exercise more. Then I can eat what I'm eating. I don't want to eat less. I need to exercise more. I like my food. What, just have things cut, Mod Podge ready to go. She's a bit sticky, so it might not work. We'll see. Might have needed more time to dry. We will see, won't we? Or will be revealed, as they say. Yeah. Tell you what, if I eat ice cream, all that does for me is give me wind. Oh man. Dairy. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there, Kiki. It's yeah, this is regular printer paper, not cardstock. Cardstock much too thick. So it'll be interesting because he had such fair skin, you know, and a lot of like a large area on the forehead and that. So it'll be interesting to see the colours coming through on the fair skin and that. I think it'll be quite an interesting image transfer. My finger's stuck to that look. Keep my fists closed, it should be all right. Laser. Yeah, no, I don't eat gluten either. I'd be like sick as a dog. Yeah, it doesn't mean to say I don't get glutened every now and again if I eat out. I don't like eating out because even if I'm not getting glutened, I still don't feel very well after eating out. You know, it's like, oh man. So I prefer not to. I don't enjoy eating out. He does, doesn't he? It's from a show here that's showing in New Zealand, and I've never watched it, so I don't know. So I have no idea. I have no idea what the program is about. I have no idea what part he plays in the program. Yeah, he may be a good guy. They may just make him look evil, make him look like the bad guy to fool you. You know how these whodunits are. Oh, I love how this colour has come through on his face. Fabulous. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Ooh, I think it worked. I think it worked nicely. Just clean my desk off a bit. Okay, let's see if it needs any more doing. Stop! Stay still! Still got a little bloom on there. Let's see if I'm going to be very gentle now, otherwise I'm going to start taking it off the image rather than just the backing. Yeah, thanks, Roz. He may be the liaison between the police and Superbug. Superbug doesn't have a teeny phone. Yeah, I love the colour that's come up behind the face. I'm glad I went with this one instead. Oh, I tell you, I've got to do some vacuuming after. Got to vacuum the room. Let's see if I need to take any more off. Still a little bit on there. Then you do this so many times. Can I tell you how many times over the years I've done this and then just rub straight through? Awesome. It's great fun, isn't it? Image transfers. I love doing them. Yeah, I wish I could draw as good as that. Wish I could draw as good as the image transfer. Keep practicing one day, maybe. Maybe one day. Yeah, I'm starting to rub through now, so I'm going to leave it. Leave it. Leave it be. As I am going to go round. The fabulous Stabilo. And if y'all haven't got your Stabilos yet, you better go and get one because they're superb. Yeah, you think it's all done and dang, still dry, still white, still got that bloom on it. You just need to get some more off. But as I say, I'm starting to rub through now, so that's as much as I can do on it. Sticker paper. Hi, Mitch. Mitch Alicia. Mitch Alicia. Mitch. How are you? Ooh. Image transfer on sticker paper. Sticker, inkjet sticker paper. Wonder how that would work. Inkjet sticker paper on the glue. Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder how that would work. Did the image transfer onto the paper, onto the sticker, and then use the sticker afterwards to stick on something? How does that work? Quick, quick, we need to know. Or quick, quick, I need to know. It's on the carrier paper, stickers removed. On the carrier paper, but that's plastic, isn't it? It stays wet when you lay it on your substrate and it looks printed on there. So she sticks the sheet on there. She doesn't use the, see, not quite, yeah, not quite. So it would be like me cutting this out and then just gluing it on here. See, I'm going to have to watch now. Not right now, of course, because I'm doing this. Is it the guy from Breaking Bad? I don't know. There's these three on there. These three come from the same program. So if it's any of these, and if they're in Breaking Bad, because I've never watched it, I don't know what program they come from. Bryan Cranston. I know that name, Bryan Cranston. Ooh. Still trying to think. Still thinking. It hurts. I shouldn't do it after work. It's not too much, isn't it? Thinking is just too much. It's too much thinking. He doesn't look too happy, does he? He does not look happy. The dad on Malcolm in the Middle. Yay! Don't think, just do. I wonder now, you see, whether I'm going to make him into a tag. Make him into a tag. to come out of this page, because this will be glued onto another page. I could make a slit across here and make him into a tag. Now I'm just thinking silly things now. I could cut there. Dun, 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 dun. I can make a slit there. When it's stuck to the other one, it will be a pocket. Let's get me another magazine. Magazine, where are you? Mambo. So that will go onto there. That will glue onto there. Right, okay. I think I could flip him, couldn't I? But I think he might be good as a tag. Doing. I don't know. Because he's sort of like... That's interesting. Because he could, he looks slim now. It's like there's this here that I don't know what to do with. Or I suppose I could just. But then again, if I did that, then this would be going on for ages, wouldn't it? I'd have to think of what else to do on here. Yeah, I've heard lots of people say Breaking Bad is really good. I want to tag him so bad. Lots of people love Vikings. I'm a Viking. Okay, I'm tagging him. I don't care what you say. It's going to be a tag. Oh. I haven't seen Vikings yet. Same as I didn't see, what's that other one? Game of Thrones. I haven't watched that either. If I tag him though, I do need to do something else as well on here, don't I? Be harder to rip because I Mod Podged it again. Mod Podged it. That's the reason why I didn't watch it either, is because I tried to watch the first show and I never got through the first show. I was just like too horrified. Well, not really a prude. I couldn't, couldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna just like, ugh. I know, really? Yeah, didn't give myself much room at the bottom, but never mind. Never mind. I'm going to put a tissue or something on there, I think. Napkin. There's a napkin. Let's see what weird and wonderful thing I can come up with on there now. Oh, look. Oh, dear. Look what I just found. He's not coated, though, so... Jon Snow. Dave scribbles. trying to decide how far up he should go. Pussycat. Get his ears below the line. Yeah, why not? I can't believe that. It's against federal law. No way. Hey? Hey, you're all gone crazy over there. You're all gone crazy over there. Just makes sense, does it? If your state allows it, but it's against federal law, that's weird. Weird, weird, weird. Didn't understand. You, you got a police escort with 47 pounds of marijuana. There we go. Too heavy, too much, too wet. God. Okay. Oh yeah. You would need to pass mine for me. Can't say I've ever done it. Ever. Although I do drink wine. There was a law against drinking wine. I don't know what I'd do. Well, she said she was a lab technician, so it might have been something to do with work. Or if work found out, she'd be in trouble. What's that group called? Hootie and the Blowfish or something? You want to all live where Susan lives. Yeah, all that talking. You have to do anyone's head in. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, Mitch, see you again. Thanks for dropping in. Enjoyed the chat. Bye, Mitch. I wish I was here talking with you now because I've gone all quiet. La 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 la. You guys, do my head in. I don't know whether I can believe that. Breaking Bad. You certainly did, didn't you, Susan? Oh my god. Close your ears, Ginny. Oh man. Night in the confessional. Must have been the priest picture. Oh dear. Well, I think you probably did. Probably did. Bad girls. What you gonna do when they come for you? Yeah. Now, I don't know whether my chat shows up afterwards or not, gals, so I hope you're not saying things you might regret. Je ne regrette rien. I see he's got a little fishy bow tie on here. Right. I'm not very chatty now, am I? You gals managed to keep me quiet. Yeah. Normally I'm quiet anyway, but oh yeah. Yeah. I wonder why the hat was on a bit wonky, and now I remember why. It's because it's like a mirror image on the here. I took the side one and I should have taken that one, which is because you see like they're a mirror image of each other. Darn it. Picked up the wrong hat. Wondering why it didn't quite fit properly. Grr. Grr. You know what they say, if the hat fits, wear it. a bit annoyed now. Bit annoyed. Picked up the opposite image one. So, annoyed with myself over that silly little mistake there. Gals got me going. I was watching chat instead of watching what I was supposed to be doing. Looking at it, thinking I was wondering what was wrong. And that's what was wrong. Darn. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Annoyed with myself. I'm annoyed with myself. So I'm looking for my Pit pen. Looking for my Pit pen. Right, too. And I've only got 190 steps left to win the hour. And I don't think I've moved in an hour. I don't think I've moved in an hour. Oh well, it's just a little bit of fun, isn't it? A little bit of fun. Looks crazy because it is crazy. It's cray. It's a crazy page. It's a crazy page. Makes me laugh. Makes me laugh. Sort of like just sat on his head, isn't it? Sat on his head there. Might just get another little bit of white there and just pop it over so it's going that way. Hate it. That's going the wrong way. Oh. Annoying me. It's annoying me. See if I can make it go the other way. It is crazy. When I glue the other one together now, I'm going to make sure that I glue it in a way that I don't impede the tag. Won't work, will it? Nope. It will not. It's annoying me, folks. It's annoying me. If I straighten it up a little bit. Why not irritate me so much if I just straighten it up a little bit? Just the bottom bit. I think so. I think we're almost there. We are almost there. Almost to where I can be happy with it. Can't let it go till I'm happy with it. Sometimes you just got to accept it is what it is, but in this case, I just want to do a little bit of an alteration. Put it away for another day. I have to admit defeat in a minute. And then it will just be what it'll be, what it'll be. It'll be what it'll be. Baby, it will be. Hey, it's a crazy page, and people have sent me this, so you know, I just can't throw it away, can I? I've ripped up their artwork as it is. She can't throw it away really now, can I? I'll just be too mean. Too mean. That would be too mean. Okay. Let's have a look. Looks like a light bulb on his head. Do you remember the other day when I did the upside down potted plant? Well, this one looks like a light bulb. Yes, sir. It do indeed. It looks like a light bulb. This was a napkin, though. I mean, it was my idea. It's a napkin. Napkins are great. I gotta get the gotta put something on here now. La, 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 la. Just hold it in place before I put the other backing on. Oh, beauty. I did have lots of this. So that I have a very, very thin line here, unless I take some more off the bottom. But I don't want to lose his superb cross. I'll just do a very thin strip here. Here, here, and here. Make a little pocket, and then I can, when I glue the two magazines together, I won't be gluing the tag. A priest with the cat's hat on. I don't know why I was trying to catch upside down and back to front there. Don't ask me why. I just did. Now I'm going to put a border around here, I think. The border, what do you think? Does the page need a border? I think it might do. I think it might do. Give that cat some highlights on his eyes. You look. Make his little eyes pop a little bit more. Like his eyes. I like them. We like them a lot. Maybe his nose too. And get your little snozzle out. His little snozzle. So you'll only need to pull that because it's like it's different. So you want to go like that, not that. Pull here. Okay. What else, Trebs? I must be hungry. I'm being a little bit silly now. I always do that when I'm hungry. Things need outlining now, look. I've decided. The boss. Yeah, Ant-Man might think he's the superhero. But it's not really. It's the cat. It's good to be the king. Cat is bad guy in disguise, indeed. Indeed he is. Well, certainly is a crazy page. I think you'll agree. Crazy. Thought it was dogs you never supposed to look straight in the eye. And then you're not supposed to look a gift horse in the mouth. Ha 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 ha. Oh dear. No good, cray cray. It's time to go. Have I got my head in the way? I don't know. Hope not. got some fantastic crazy pages that I just know I'm not going to be able to do anything with because they're too gorgeous, too gorgeous. I have a hard time doing things over the top of them, so I may just photocopy them and then use them as my cover on my for the crazy pages, or I may not. I haven't decided yet. That'll be for Annette to decide for another day. Hey, you know, it's to do with the Trojan Wars, isn't it? Helena Troy and all that. Trojan horse. He was the gift horse. The one with all the soldiers in that overran the city and defeated the army. Well, that's what I think it is anyway. Not that I've been told that, that's what I surmise. Oh dear. Sometimes I totally have to Google these things, you know, because they send me mad. Because I want to know the meaning of it all. With these crazy pages, it takes a while to pull it all together, doesn't it? How long have I been going on now? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. 2 hours. Yeah. That's enough time for me to be carrying on. No, 2 hours. You don't need me to like. I thought they came out of his stomach. I thought they came out of the stomach. Like he says it's to do with teeth. Someone gives you a nag. Don't be ungrateful. Take the nag. Yeah, I thought it was because if they looked in the mouth of the Trojan horse, of course they would have seen the soldiers hiding inside. But there you go. I was wrong. Tag. Got tags. This is tag page. Hey, we've had a good history lesson this time, haven't we, gals? Oh. Had a scare, a history lesson, confessionals. Oh dear, we've had it all. The only thing we haven't had is the Yeah, I'm going to go for a walk around the lake now. I've got time before dinner. Can have my constitutional walk around the lake. World War I and ancient Greek history. Oh man. Oh man. Let's see if we can work on here. Good. An educational live stream, but not in the way you expect. And about MERSA. And MRSA. And the RSA, the Return Services Association, of course, talking about Armistice Day. So I'm just recapping for those of you who might have missed it and want to skip to the end to see what it actually looks like. Who's watching on the reruns? Yeah. Oh, I've been watching a dreadful 1970s program the other day on YouTube. You know, I like looking through black and white films and things. Anyway, I picked up I got led onto this other 1970s television program, and it was a program called The Snoop Sisters. And I think it started off okay, and it must have been then when it finished. I don't know how many programs there were, but I've caught the girls looking a bit older than they did in the first one, and so it might have run for a little while. Older women, and no, it was dreadful. Started off well, didn't end well. Google teaches us a lot, but don't look up conservative political stuff. It doesn't show the truth and misleads the searcher. I proved it when searching for an article. Google wouldn't show the link. Tried a different browser and search engine, and it popped up first one. Weird that. Must be the Russians. Just kidding. Kidding. It's a joke. Don't hit me. A little bit too dark there, so I'm just lifting it off. Don't like it. Ended up too dark. Sweet sisters. Must have missed that one the first time round. It's right up my alley, you know, female detectives and things like that. I love them. Or Cagney and Lacey. Mulder and Scully. The Italians. Yeah, you might as well blame them as blaming anyone else. Blame the Italians. Apologies to any Italians watching. It's a joke. I haven't seen the new X-Files, but of course I was a fan of the original X-Files. First series, second series, whatever, how many series they went to. I think Rose must have gone for lunch or something. She skipped out ages ago, didn't she? It's either that or Mary will be on or something. I don't know who normally goes on this time of day, but maybe Mary. Okay, so I think I'm going to call her done. Call her done. And this was, whose page was this? This was, did I say Anne-Marie? Was it Anne-Marie? Maryanne. Anne-Marie. Oh dear. Maryanne. So I'm going to write on here, Maryanne. So I won't forget. Nope. David Sexgod Duchovny. Gillian Anderson. Not many, do you know what? There aren't many actors and actresses whose name I just remember off the cuff. So, yeah. So that must say something, mustn't it? If I can actually remember the name. What's that to go? Oh, 3 others. Oh, thank you, Susan. I bet you're watching all 3 at the same time. Oh dear. So this was my crazy page from Maryanne Watt, and she sent me this paper here, hiding our little oh dear, spooky priest. Oh yeah, there you go. Bye bye. There he goes. In you go. In you go, matey. And so she sent me the paper, and I did the image transfer onto that piece of paper there. This is a paper napkin. That's the moustache. So Maryanne also sent me this that she drew on the envelope, on the back of the envelope, and she left me a little note, and she drew this little figure on the note as well. So of course they have to feature there along with her writing anyway, because it's a little keepsake crazy page from Maryanne. Oh, thanks, Susan. Yes. Keep me viewing up. You're going to need a priest in the mitty in a minute, Kitty says. Okay. Kitty says, wait till they get a load of me. This is Kitty's alter ego or alter personality. What do you think? Yeah. Wasn't that the penguin? Oh, thanks, Ross. I thought you'd gone. I thought you'd gone. I was making fun of you, and I thought you'd gone. Sorry. So, penguin. Anywho, so you see, once I start getting silly, you know I've got my sugars are low, and I need to go and get something to eat, and then go for my walk. I enjoy doing these crazy pages because I never know what's going to come out of them, ever. Never, ever, ever. So thanks for joining me, and tomorrow afternoon, probably around about the same timey, it will be Index Card Sunday. So join me then if you want to. Catch the video later if you don't want to join me live. Oh, Batman was penguin. Probably said something else, didn't he? Never mind. Anywho. See you again tomorrow, and thanks everybody for joining me in the live stream. Yeah, you enjoy your evening, bed, day, breakfast, morning, whatever it is you're doing next. Have a great one, and see you tomorrow. Bye.